Good day, animal enthusiasts. Welcome to Wild Beasts, the channel where the wild things roam. Today, we've a cracking show for you, where we'll be unveiling the top 10 most dangerous animals in the world. Yes, you heard it right. From the smallest critters to the largest beasts, we'll be traversing across the planet to meet these fascinating yet fearsome creatures. So, buckle up as we dive into the world of these fascinating yet dangerous creatures. Starting our countdown at number 10, we have the poison dart frog. Now don't let their vibrant colors fool you into thinking they're just cute little amphibians. These tiny creatures, often no larger than a paperclip, are native to Central and South America's rainforests. Their name poison dart frog comes from indigenous tribes that used their deadly poison for blowgun darts. Fancy that. This lethal cocktail is stored in glands beneath their skin, making them a no-touch zone for predators. One little brush against their skin, and it's curtains. Their poison, called batrachotoxin, is potent enough to discourage any creature that fancies a froggy snack. It can cause paralysis and even death. So remember, while they may be small, these frogs are not to be trifled with. Despite their small size, these frogs pack a punch that's hard to ignore. Moving on to number 9, let's talk about the largest land animal, the African elephant. Now, these gentle giants are renowned for their staggering size, with males often reaching up to 4 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing in at a whopping 6 tons. That's about the same as 4 small cars, just to give you a perspective. But it's not just their size that's impressive. African elephants are extremely intelligent creatures. They have complex social structures, display empathy, and they can even recognize themselves in a mirror. Yes, you heard it right, they are self-aware. However, it's the unfortunate human conflict that has made these creatures dangerous. Habitat loss and poaching have led to a rise in human-elephant conflicts, with elephants often displaying aggressive behavior when their space is invaded. They are known to be quite protective of their kin and will not hesitate to charge if they feel threatened. Remember, an elephant never forgets, especially when it comes to holding a grudge. Before we move on to number 8, we'd like to take a moment to thank all our subscribers. If you haven't yet, do consider joining our pack. Hit that like button, drop us a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We promise, it's an adventure you don't want to miss. At number 8, we have the saltwater crocodile, a truly prehistoric predator. Now, when you're talking about size and strength in the animal kingdom, it's hard not to mention this beast. The saltwater crocodile, or salty as they're affectionately known, is the largest living reptile on our planet. They can reach lengths of up to 7 meters. That's about as long as a London bus. And their bite? Well, let's just say it's something you'd rather not experience. Their jaw strength is unmatched, able to slam shut with the force of a small car. But it's not just their size and strength that make them formidable predators. These crocs are stealthy, patient hunters, often lurking just beneath the surface of the water, waiting for the opportune moment to launch their attack. And while they might look slow and cumbersome on land, don't be fooled. In the water, they're swift and agile, capable of catching even the fastest of prey. These ancient beasts are not to be underestimated. Number 7 on our list is the African buffalo, a creature not to be trifled with. This beast is no ordinary cow. With a hefty weight tipping the scales at up to a whopping 1.5 tons, this fellow is a colossal force in the wild. Their horns, which can reach up to 3 feet apart, are not just for show, they're tools of defense, and when needed, offense. Now don't let their herbivorous diet fool you into thinking these creatures are docile. Quite the contrary. The African buffalo has a temperament as stormy as a British summer afternoon. They're known for their unpredictable nature and have no qualms about charging at perceived threats, including us humans. In fact, they account for more hunter fatalities in Africa than any other creature. So remember, when it comes to the African buffalo, it's best to keep a safe distance. At number 6, we have the cone snail, a small creature with a deadly sting. Now here's a surprise. Who would suspect such a tiny, beautifully adorned creature to pack such a punch? The cone snail, you see, is quite an unassuming fellow, with a size that barely reaches 6 inches. But don't be fooled by its small stature. This little critter is a master of disguise, hiding a deadly secret beneath its intricately patterned shell. This secret comes in the form of venom, a lethal concoction that the cone snail uses to paralyze its prey. The venom is so potent, in fact, that it can be fatal to humans. Yes, you heard it right. This petite snail can send you to the big sleep if you're not careful. So remember, while the cone snail may look like a pretty trinket you'd want to pick up on your beach stroll, it's best to appreciate its beauty from a distance. Looks can be deceiving, especially when it comes to the cone snail. Coming in at number 5, we have the hippopotamus, a colossal and often unpredictable herbivore that spends most of its time in the water. Despite their seemingly docile appearance, hippos are among the most dangerous animals in Africa. First things first, what makes hippos so unique? Well, these colossal creatures are primarily aquatic, spending a significant portion of their lives in rivers and lakes. With their barrel-shaped bodies and signature yawns revealing those impressive teeth, hippos might look slow, but don't be fooled. They're surprisingly agile in the water. Did you know that hippos are considered one of the most dangerous animals in Africa? Despite their herbivorous diet, they are known for their aggressive nature, especially when it comes to protecting their territory or young ones. Keep your distance. These behemoths are not to be underestimated. Sliding into number 4, we have the box jellyfish, a creature as beautiful as it is dangerous. With its translucent body, the box jellyfish could easily be mistaken for an ethereal underwater ghost, silently drifting in the ocean currents. But don't let its delicate appearance fool you. This floating phantasm comes equipped with up to 15 tentacles, each stretching to an impressive 10 feet. Now, these aren't just for show, folks. They are loaded with tiny darts filled with venom, a venom so potent it can stop a human heart within minutes. Box jellyfish don't go around causing trouble for the fun of it, though. The venom is their defense mechanism and a way to capture prey. However, an unwitting swimmer can easily stumble into this nearly invisible creature's path, triggering a potentially fatal encounter. The box jellyfish, a creature that combines beauty with a deadly sting. At number 3, we have a creature you might not expect, the mosquito. This pint-sized pest, with its signature high-pitched buzz, may seem like nothing more than a summer evening nuisance. But don't be fooled by its diminutive stature. The mosquito is like that unassuming chap at the pub who turns out to be a secret agent. It's small, it's stealthy, and it's seriously deadly. Believe it or not, this little bloodsucker is the deadliest creature on Earth. Yes, you heard that right. More dangerous than sharks or snakes, the mosquito is a master carrier of some of the deadliest diseases known to mankind, including malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus, to name just a few. So, the next time you hear that unmistakable buzz near your ear, remember, you're in the presence of one of nature's most lethal creatures. Never underestimate the damage a tiny mosquito can do. At number 2, we have snakes, with their mesmerizing slither and deadly fangs, have earned a fearsome reputation. While not all snakes are dangerous, some species can deliver venomous bites that pose a significant threat to humans. Take the iconic cobra, for example. Known for its hooded display and potent venom, a cobra bite can lead to paralysis or even death if not treated promptly. Vipers, with their heat-sensing pits, are equally formidable predators. In fact, snakebite envenomings affect millions of people worldwide each year, with a substantial number resulting in fatalities. It's crucial to exercise caution and respect when encountering these reptiles in their natural habitats. Understanding snake behavior and taking appropriate precautions can greatly reduce the risk of snakebite. Many snakes prefer to avoid confrontation and will only strike when they feel threatened. As we navigate through the wild, let's remember that awareness, respect, and responsible behavior are key to coexisting with these incredible but potentially dangerous creatures. And, surprisingly, at number 1, we have humans. Yes, that's right, you heard it correctly. We, the Homo sapiens, are top of the list of the world's most dangerous animals. It's a little shocking, isn't it? But when you take a moment to think about it, it becomes quite clear. Our species has been responsible for an astonishing degree of destruction. We've polluted the Earth's air, water, and soil, causing a significant number of species to struggle for survival. We've also razed vast areas of natural habitats, transforming lush forests into concrete jungles and displacing countless creatures in the process. And let's not forget hunting. Whether for sport, food, or trade, human hunting has pushed several species to the brink of extinction. It's a sobering thought. We have the power to create, but we also have the power to destroy. So there you have it, humans, the most dangerous animal in the world. And that concludes our countdown of the top 10 most dangerous animals in the world. It's been a thrill sharing these hair-raising beasts with you. If you've found your pulse racing as much as ours, don't hesitate to share this video with your fellow adrenaline junkies. For those of you who haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to keep up with our wild adventures. Remember, stay wild, and until next time, goodbye from all of us at Wild Beasts.